we're going to do differentiating by e to the x. We're doing a version of the rule, and the version of the rule says we're going to do it for now, and I will explain the other one later. So let's have this lesson online. If you've got y equals e to the u, and that's where u is some function of x. So instead of just being x, it could be something like 4x plus 2, or it could be 5x minus 7, or over here it could be 2x plus 7, 2x squared plus 7x plus 1, or it could be something like this. Okay, so e has a power, and in this case the power is some function of x. When you derive it, then you need to derive the power and put it in front, and then times by whatever the original function was. So we can have a go at doing these ones, and then we'll give you some exercises to do. Okay, so we've got this one example here, so we're doing this example, and the first one says y equals 4e to the 4x plus 2. So this here is our u, or you can treat it like a bracket. Okay, when we derive it, we derive following this rule up here. We derive the u first, so the u, if we derive the bracket, we get 4, and then we multiply by the original function, which is e to the 4x plus 2. Doing number 2, you've got dy dx, it's supposed to be a d. Okay, the 3 here just stays, so this 3 here just stays where it is. This one here, that one there, just stays where it is. So this is 3, just like treating it like a constant. Okay, so that becomes a 3, and that becomes, and then we're trying to derive this part here. Okay, so you take the u, which is the power, you derive it, which is u dash, and that gives you 5, and then you write down the original function, 5x minus 7. Now here you're going to just put these two bits together, okay, and that will be 3 times 5, which is 15, so you write 15, make it look pretty, okay, and so we just tidy it up just a little bit. So you get 15 e to the 5x minus 7. Over here in number 3, to work out dy dx, this 5 here is just multiplied, so you're going to just write the 5 out the front, and then you're going to derive this part. Okay, the rule says that you multiply by the derivative of the bracket. The bracket is there, or that's u, so u dash is 4x plus 7. You do need to keep it in a bracket, okay, and then you're going to multiply by e to the power that you've got there. Can we tidy it up? We could probably expand the bracket, probably not write it without, we don't need to actually expand the bracket, it's fine the way it is. You probably just don't need to write the timeses in there. And that would be fine. Doing this last one, number 4, dy dx. Oh dear, x is on the bottom. Can't leave it like that, so we need to change what it looks like. So therefore we're going to write it as 2e to the minus 4x. Give it a negative power, and that makes life a little easier for yourself. Okay, now it's off the bottom, we can have a go at doing this one. So looking at this, we're going to, that's your u, the 2 stays. Okay, and so therefore the derivative of minus 4x is minus 4, and then we multiply by the original function. Tidying up a bit, 2 times negative 4 is negative 8, e to the minus 4x, like that. Now that's really pretty, but if you really want to be really fussy, the original function has a fraction, so I'm going to go negative 8, and I'm going to go e to the 4x underneath with a positive power. As I said, have it. So if you look at the original one, it looks like it has, it's got a power which is a positive. Okay, so that's how we do those.